Hey everybody, Dr. Greco here. Welcome to Ministry in a Minute. So this week we're going to handle something very, very important. Last week we handled spiritual formation, which is the first class in the Crossroads School of Ministry. This week we're going to handle Exegetics, which is the second class in the Crossroads School of Ministry. Now, a lot of you who are maybe leaders in a church probably think you know how to study the Bible, and I'm sure many of you, if you've been to Bible college, do. But how to study the Bible is one of the most important things we will ever learn, and it's something certainly that you can afford to review or that you could pick up new things on. And so we're going to go through that. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, Paul told the apostle Timothy this: "Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth." It's correctly handling the word of truth that is so important when we're talking about studying the Bible. Now, we call the class Exegetics. Exegetics simply means to pick something apart, to find out what's there. A lot of people get all up in arms separating exegetics from hermeneutics, and hermeneutics simply means to apply something that you've learned. But we at the School of Ministry tend to put exegetics and hermeneutics together. And there are several important things to consider, and we'll go through those this week. Maybe the most important is what we call finding a unit. We use a method called the formal method, and the F in formal stands for finding the unit. And what we do when we find a unit of Scripture is make sure that we have the complete context. So if a Scripture begins at the start of a chapter and then ends with a change in scenery, we note that so that we understand that we're not just taking one verse out of context, but that we're understanding a complete thought and a complete idea. We need to make sure that we're doing that whenever we try to pick apart the Scriptures. We need to make sure our whole parts, we need to find a unit. We're going to pick up this conversation tomorrow with another Ministry in a Minute.